Yo, it's Andrew Ammons here. If you made it to my page, you must know who I am. I was so close to getting home on day 12. Certainly sun wouldn't have been up by the time I got home, but I was so close to getting home and I forgot something at the office. Naturally, I did a live on YouTube just a minute ago, and I feel as if it was a flop. First of all, I don't think that the internet or the network was working fast enough. And also, I really don't even remember what I talked about and if I brought any value whatsoever. So I thought, I've got this opportunity to chat with you guys real quick. I've got to come back to the office anyways and put some stuff together. So I thought I would just come back here and hit you with some fluorescent lights on you. Damn it, I want to find a way for that to go away when I'm talking to you, but that doesn't get much better, does it? So maybe I'll just lean down right here. So this week has been a doozy. I don't use that phrase, that term, whatever the hell it is. You can see it on my face right here, how rough this week has been, but it's been a week of wins. It has taken every ounce of energy, of resolve, of my 3 words for the year to get through it, but it's been a great one. We've seen a lot of growth within our team. I'm seeing a lot of growth within myself, and so it's been a good one. Now, I capped off the week. The reason I was up here so late is, of course, just wrapping up in general, but I've been working on some workflows for our business to automate a lot of our sales process and making sure that as we move from our sales quadrant over to our pre-production quadrant, in our process flow chart, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's what our process flow chart looks like. You can't zoom in. But this is the systems and the way we run our entire business. This is something that we dreamt up last year in our offsites. But we have manufactured and built the path of least resistance and the most critical path to taking care of the most people possible within our service organizations. And one of those quadrants is the pre-production quadrant. There's only 4 of them. And when you move from sales over to the pre-production quadrant, man, that's a lot of words. That sure do complicate things. When you move from those two, there's a thing that happens. You go from your account representative or your salesperson or your production manager or project manager, whatever your company calls it, you move from them handling the conversation with the customers, and you start a partnership with what we have our administrative team, who begins to help with operations. And then later on, you bring in the production teams and the work crews who actually complete the work. But it is a 4-stage process that starts, or a partnership that starts. It begins with sales. It begins with people like me out in the field meeting customers who have needs and match the best solution to them. But at some point, we have to start bringing our partners on. That being the ops admin, the office admin, production crews, all that good stuff. And one thing that we noticed about our business, me and my brother Zach, over the holiday, was that we had overcomplicated what some contractors call the handoff, which we don't like that terminology because that makes it sound as if it actually is handed off from a sales guy to a production person, which is not the case, and we don't ever want it to be the case. But we had overcomplicated it by trying to make sure that we were set up for a mobile sales force and people who weren't always in this headquarter office. And what we've done, or what I've done, is spent a lot of time investing in our CRM and our scheduling software. And they're great systems, but we had to find a way to make those communicate to each other, build little robots into it, basically so that we could automate the flow when I'm out in the field, whether I am in Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Pampa, Texas, Canadian, Texas, to where I can actually go in and put all the information into my mobile device that sits right here, track communication with my customer, and as soon as I upload and put the contract, which is actually a simple button within our CRM, when I hit the close button, I just got done completing the workflow that automates the process, that takes it from that CRM direct into our Gantt View scheduling where on the Ammons side, on the roofing side of things, Aaron can pick it up immediately and begin to grab all the important job documents and start the pre-production phase of material prep and all that good stuff. And Jennifer on the Verde side is able to grab all the important information as well as man-hour budgets and all that stuff and begin to go to work. And that's what triggers the workflow. A new one for us is customer onboarding for 2018. Once that notification hits, the introduction and the partnership begins. So, this week was full of plenty of partnership and teamwork tests. So I talked to you guys just yesterday about some of the real stuff that our team had to break into and some of the real conflict and real friction, but good conflict. Any good team uses conflict as a tool to get to the next level, and any team that is scared of conflict, or rather the good that can come of conflict outweighs their fear of the conflict, will never make it to the next level. And so, between that and reestablishing the partnership of pre-production, as well as going through the systems and just getting prepped for spring for how ACR Commercial Roofing, Ammons Roofing, and Verde Landscape Companies are going to continue to kick ass like they never have before and take care of more people than they ever have before. It's been a fun one. It's been a rough one. It's been one that has worn me down, but I am super excited just to have the little bit. In fact, I'm gonna start walking out right now. The little bit of, I'm not really sure what I just did to my phone there. Probably didn't do anything on y'all's end. The little bit of satisfaction to go home on a Friday night. It's gonna get dark. You guys be okay? To relax just a little bit, have that little bit of peace of mind that we gave it our all this week. We pushed ourselves. We found new ways to do things. We found new ways to take care of each other. And we found out more about what really drives this team that operates those companies right there that are building something in small town Texas that will be revered and will be known, in fact already is, on a lot larger stage than just small town Texas. So that's what I got for you today. Outside of the live, it was a total bust. So you guys have a good weekend. I bet I see you tomorrow.